When God made Victor Wembanyama, he decided not to give him any weaknesses. He cranked up the sliders on his height, wingspan, and finger length. Gave him great shooting, dribbling, passing, defense, footwork, everything. This is a player that you would need to install Taiwanese black market mod packages in order to make in 2K. Yeah, Victor is a great name for this young man because he literally won the genetic lottery. But then God said he can't be perfect and gave him sub 5% body fat. That's how big men like Joel Embiid can drop 70 on his head. Talk about a welcome to the NBA. Well, guess he can't have everything. But at 20 years old, Victor Wembanyama has the greatest basketball skill set I've probably ever seen. And this is the worst he will ever be. NBA teams should be terrified. Not this year because the Spurs are rebuilding harder than fucking Wally, but it won't be long. You gotta help me. This bomb is set to blow up in 5 seconds if you don't subscribe. Please, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe. Save me, save me! Oh, thank God I'm alive. Thank you for subscribing. Victor's stats on the season are nothing to sneeze at, but what he's been doing recently is what forced me to make this video. February 24th against the Lakers, Victor becomes the youngest player ever to get a 5x5 stat line, a feat accomplished by some of the greatest two-way players that the league has ever seen, and he did it at 20 years old. But what's crazier is that I think he's going to get that stat line a freakish amount of times in his career. That was just the first. Let's see what else there is. Typical performance against the Jazz, with 5 blocks. Against the Timberwolves, he put up pretty much the same stat line as a guy with 3 Defensive Player of the Years. Typical Wemby shit. Alright, here we go. Leap Day, highly anticipated matchup against the West's #1 seed and their very own rookie phenom, Chet Holmgren. The dude that people have compared to Victor since they were 13 years old and only 6.5 feet tall. Certainly he has an off game, right? That's asking a lot of him this time. 28, 13, 7, and 5. And they won the game? Nah, hold up. Is Victor Wembanyama a real-life cheat code? Huh. Listen, the Spurs are dead last in the Western Conference. Their head coach / president of basketball operations is a guy who's been in the game long enough to know when it's time to tank. So that means, in spite of the fact that there's nothing to really play for, Wemby was able to carry this sorry-ass Spurs team past a team who is, record-wise, the best in the West. And he managed to outplay his rookie rival in the process. This is getting scary. Is he finally going to chill out now? Nope. How about 31, 12, 6, and 6 in a win against the Pacers? Another stat line that no one at his age has achieved. I'm writing the script on the Monday after that game, and I'm watching Wemby like a hawk, seeing if he does. I don't know, something amazing, I guess.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know, something amazing, I guess.
I never thought I'd say this, but this young man on this 13-win team 3/4 of the way through the season is becoming must-see TV. Oh shit, Wemby just played against the Rockets and had a pretty pedestrian game. Wow, turns out he's human after all. Oh wait! He did actually give up 45 points to Alperen Sengun, but that dude is pretty good at basketball. Wemby's been throwing a block party every night lately, and if he doesn't cool off soon, he's going to become the first player to average 4 blocks a game since Dikembe Mutombo did it back in 1996. You know, the guy who was famous for the finger wag. Imagine Wemby doing that celebration with those long-ass fingers. Oh shit, Wemby got injured against the Rockets. Honestly, if I'm the Spurs, I'm being super careful with this. There's really no reason to bring him back at all, other than getting a few more reps going into the next season. And even if they put him back in, they're going to put him on a minutes restriction. I mean, the likelihood of him even being productive is so astronomically low. Oh my God, he can't be stopped. I think it's time to release this video. So, how do you nerf Victor Wembanyama? Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's already happening. Just put him on an absolutely historically awful team with literally no star power that would have zero, I repeat, zero wins without him, and you might be able to contain him. Bro, the Spurs roster is ass. Who the fuck is Sandro Mamukelashvili? Who the fuck are most of these guys for that matter? Nah, I'm looking at their salary cap. Who the fuck is getting paid on this team? Devin Vassell is making $30 million? He's in his 4th year in the league, a decent at best player on a garbage team. Well, good for him. Shit, guess they had to pay somebody this year. Now, obviously, the Spurs are going to build around Victor Wembanyama, but they need to start right away. The last thing they want to do is end up in another Kawhi Leonard situation where he becomes unsatisfied and forces his way off the team. I think Victor just needs an elite playmaker that can give him as many touches as he needs in great spots on the court, fill the rest of the roster spots with solid 3-and-D players for when the double teams come, and then the Spurs will be back in title contention. So the rebuild is on, and the burning question is imminent. Will the Spurs organization fumble Victor Wembanyama?